I feel like I've been gatekeeping these drugstore lipsticks for far too long. Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion, beauty, and fragrance. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, lipstick favorites, videos, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. Okay, you guys, I've had this idea for quite some time. I've been rolling it around and then I've been putting it off. And then today I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sit down in my beauty room. That's what this is. I film in here sometimes. It's not my favorite place to film lighting wise, but all my lipsticks are in here. And I thought, let me just sit down and start showing you guys casually some of my favorite drugstore lipsticks. Some of these you've heard of and seen probably a million times, but a lot of these you haven't. And I'm going to show you ones that I particularly love because of either the formula or they just have really, really cool shades, you know, unique shades, a large shade range. That's kind of my qualifier for the ones that I'm going to show you guys. And then I think I'll do a separate video on glosses, and then I could even do a video on my higher end ones if you guys want me to. But for now, I'm just going to show you guys my favorite affordable drugstore lipsticks. All right, also, I'm so used to it, and usually I kick them out, but if you can hear snoring, it's my pug. A lot of times I kick him out of this room, but I'm letting him be in here right now. If all of a sudden you hear something, that is him sleeping behind me. Let's go ahead and start with what I have on my lips today. Now I am kind of cheating. I do have a gloss. I'll tell you what it is in a second, but the lipstick that I'm wearing, I have fallen in love with these. I think that they are so underrated because I never hear anyone talk about them. And I loved them so much, I bought this many. So these are the L'Oreal Color Rich lipsticks. And number one, I just love the packaging. So you have a slim, sleek package, which I kind of prefer over a bulky bullet. And I also love it for application. Now the shade that I am wearing, let me find it here, is Le Nude. It's a gorgeous, deep, rich brown, and it's worn off just a tiny bit here, but you see that R, there is an embossing when you first get these. And let me see if there's one I haven't worn yet because some of these are fairly new. Okay, here's one right here. So you see this R, if I can get it to focus. Yeah. And the shape of these, for me, I find very convenient because it's just a way to really get up into the Cupid's bow and around the edges. I have a really, really hard time with the right bottom side of my lip. I had a benign cyst on there when I was probably in like 6th grade and in the inside, and it was massive. It bubbled up this black and blue huge thing that I had to have surgically removed, and I had stitches. And to this day, this line of my lip is just different from the other side. It's uneven, and I also still have a numb spot. So there's a lot of times when I'm applying lipstick and I will go down too far, or it's really, really hard to get down far enough. And so I just really appreciate a slim lipstick. So I love it for that. I also, let me show you what I thought of when I saw these. Now it's not square shaped as far as the actual applicator, but these YSL lipsticks, I have 3 of these, and this is so embarrassing. I've had them for over a year and I've never used them. I know I should change that, but I was like, oh, they're too pretty. I don't have very many designer things. I'm not a designer girl. I have quite a few designer perfumes. I have my one Chanel bag. And as far as makeup or clothing, I'm just not a designer girl. I feel like it's such a throwaway waste of money. All it is a name. A lot of times they're made same place. I need to look into this. Is L'Oreal and YSL made by the same? A lot of them are. They're made in the same place. It's just a name. So I don't have a lot, but the most that I do have, the most category I have of designer are lipsticks. And because I'm like, oh, I don't want to mess them up, I don't use them. And how stupid is that? So, but this is, I can't see it very well. It's written so tiny. The Velvet, Slim Velvet Radical, I think is what these are. So it is a square shape. Okay. But as far as being slim and sleek and, you know, black, with a little bit of gold. Like that's what this reminds me of. So it feels very high end to me. But as far as the way that it performs, this is very rich. It is matte, but it's very comfortable. It's not a dry matte. It is kind of pillowy on the lips, very thick but not cakey, so you know it's easy to blend out, but it's not this sheer that you keep having to build up to where it just starts drying out your lips. It really, I mean, it's called Color Rich, and it is a very, very rich, deep matte. So I do have several shades. Did I say this one is Le Nude? I think I did, but this is Le Nude. Another favorite shade that I've actually used, let's see, I have Le Plum. I have not used this one. So a deep purple. They have an awesome shade range. They have several reds, you know, different tones of reds. Let's see, I'm trying to make this video look laid back. I'm not going to do too much editing. When I grab other lipsticks, I'll edit, but otherwise you may just see me looking for stuff. Okay, yes, Le Wood. I really like Le Wood. This is a gorgeous deep mauve shade, and the first two I got on a whim and loved them so much I had to get more. I highly recommend these. I think that they are fabulous, and in my opinion right now, I think they're the most underrated because I have a lot that I really love. I'm going to show you more in a second, but I've literally not seen anyone talk about those. Highly, highly recommend. Okay, next up, these are not new. I know everyone knows about them, but I think that they are justly called favorites for a reason, but they are the E.l.f. O-Face lipsticks. If for some reason you have not tried them or you haven't seen them, let me just show you. I love that you have the sort of almost, it's not rubbery, but it's this, it's not a flat matte either. It's sort of this rubberized black matte, but component, or I said I wasn't going to edit and I was fumbling over my words, but packaging. And I love that it's magnetic. It's upside down. I love that it's magnetic. That just, I don't know, gets my juices going. And the formula is also excellent with these. Again, you have a very soft, non-drying, pillowy matte, and it's not a plumper or anything. It's not a plumping lipstick, but there's something about the formula that really allows for a nice, full, plump looking lip, which I really, really love. I also love the shades. I don't feel like this is giving the accurate shade. This is more what it looks like. When I get close, it turns it more of a, especially over here in the light, it's more, this shade is this No Doubt? No, this is Limitless. So it's a really beautiful brown shade, a little bit warmer though than No Doubt. No Doubt is my favorite shade. So it is a deeper, cooler toned brown that I absolutely love. This is that kind of perfect 90s brown without being too dark if you don't like too dark. And then I do have 3 other shades here. Let's see. Drive is another favorite. I think they did the brown so well. So this is deeper. This is another 90s brown, but if you want to go deeper, then No Doubt. I love these. I think they are, in my opinion, one of E.l.f.'s best products they've ever come out with. I think the price point is great. I think the packaging is really nice. And if you're looking, especially if you're looking for a good brown, I would highly recommend these. Okay, this next one isn't technically drugstore, but they're so inexpensive, I thought I'd talk about them. They are the Juvia's Place lipsticks. I actually have 8, but I just thought, let me bring out 3 to show you guys. Number 1, packaging. Again, it's so pretty. I love the packaging. They do have, you know, like a set of nudes, a set of reds. I think there's another set. You can buy them, you know, whole collections, or you can mix and match, or just buy one at a time. I really like the hashtag 2020 shade. And I do also love the shape of the lipstick itself, the bullet. So you have this shape that is very much like your actual lip. I find it particularly helpful for the Cupid's bow because it just goes right up in there so nicely with the flat edge. This is a nice kind of cool tone mauve brown that is really, really pretty. It's kind of a go-to shade for me. I actually have two of them. I think it was an accident, and online I was like, ooh, that shade's pretty. And I got it. I was like, I already have that shade, but it's fine. I would probably use one up anyway. I really like Afrique. That is a beautiful red. So that is this one right here. Gorgeous, gorgeous. It's a little bit of a deeper red. Right here it looks pretty true red, but it is a little bit deeper, almost like a brick red. Really, really pretty. They have one called So Red. Let me go ahead and just grab that because I did not grab that one. So Red. This is the more accurate true red. I mean, that's about as perfect red as you're gonna get. I know a lot of people are on the hunt. I see them all the time asking for, I need a true red. So Red by Juvia's Place, I would highly recommend. This is also, you'll find a common theme here with my favorite lipsticks. I do have a lot of mattes, but I have some formulas that aren't that you'll see here in a minute. Matte lipsticks, I think, are so pretty on, and a lot of times they last a little bit longer as well. I can't go the whole day without putting a gloss on top. Ah, I realized I forgot to tell you what gloss. Okay, so on top of that Color Rich La Nude, I am wearing this gloss by LA Girl, not LA Color, and the shade is Starlight, and it is a holographic gloss with some green and gold reflex in it. When you put gold on top of brown, it is so, so, so pretty. So that's what's giving it that really lustrous shine. I love a matte for pictures. For like a brief moment, I think it's so beautiful. I can't wear it all throughout the day. It will get drying on me, but I do love the look of a matte lipstick with the gloss. That's my ultimate favorite. I like it better than just a plain gloss, better than, you know, plain matte or like a cream lipstick. I love a matte lipstick with a gloss. So I do have a lot of matte lipsticks in my collection for that reason. And what I look for in a matte is I want it to be velvety, pillowy, soft, smooth. You know, I want it to glide across my lips and literally feel like a pillow is sliding onto my lips. Not greasy, not slippery, but just something that's going to stay but feels comfortable. And so all the mattes you're going to see are pretty much that type of formula, and the Juvia's Place are like that as well. So love these. You can get them at Ulta or on their website. Sometimes you can get them, I think, for like $4 or $5 when they do their sales on their own website. Okay, next up, I have another one that I know you guys probably all are familiar with, but it's kind of hard to beat them. They are the Milani Color Fetish lipsticks, the matte ones. They had the other ones, the Color Fetish Balms, I believe they were called. I have several of those shades too. I like them. They do not stay put very well. They're very melty, but they have some really pretty shades of that one. But the matte ones, again, have that same formula I'm looking for, that velvety formula, very comfortable. I have more shades than even this, but I thought I'd just bring out a few. Now, this was a limited edition, and I think it came out Halloween time, spooky season, maybe 2 years ago. It was the shade Smoke. You guys, black lipstick is underrated, and actually it is a fall trend, or black lips, goth makeup in general, but then black lips. So I don't know that they will come back out with this, but if they do, I highly recommend it, because with a black lipstick, you really want something that's going to stay put, but then of course you want it to be comfortable. And this is the perfect formula for that. So if it comes out again, you should definitely grab it and try black lipstick. Even when it's not spooky season, it's really fun, or even to do as a base and put something like a gold gloss on top, then it goes kind of green. It's really, really cool looking. But I love their browns so much, in particular, Sensual and Passion and Tease. All three of these are really, really pretty. shades that I reach for all the time. That's the lightest shade. This one is, oh, I love this shade so much. It's nice and warm brown, kind of chestnutty brown. And then you have Central is a deep dark brown. Some of my absolute favorites, my go-tos. This formula is excellent. Then also, I highly recommend grabbing a red from them. And they do kind of come out with these special edition shades of this formula, and then they disappear. So I can't remember if Fever came out with the black one and isn't available anymore, but I know they have a red shade. But I recommend a matte for red for sure, because, you know, red notoriously kind of bleeds, and when you're eating, it transfers. And I always feel like red is such a date night sort of lip, or a holiday lip. Usually you're out and about and being social, and then you get red. I particularly get red right here all the time. If I'm drinking something, if I'm eating something, it just transfers down to my chin. So I want a red that stays put. So I do recommend these for that upcoming holiday season. Can't recommend that enough. Now, let's see. Let me go ahead and grab, I've got a little stand. I just grabbed it. It's got other lipsticks in here, but these are the Revlon lipsticks that I wanted to show you guys. And they kind of were popular somewhat. They never went as viral as the Milani ones, but they came out around the same time, and they got a little bit of buzz and then it disappeared. But it's the matte ones. Now I do have their more, is this the lustrous? What is this one called? Super lustrous. So these are not my favorite. I like them, but they're still not really my favorite. They're kind of shinier, and they do have that more luminous look to them. So I do have a few of those. I do like them. I do. But I particularly really like their mattes as well. And for all the same reasons as I gave you with the others, but there's one shade in particular that is my favorite. Oh, Shameless. Again, if you're looking for a really good brown shade, it is like this. Up close, it turns out a totally different color, but this is a true beautiful brown lipstick. Definitely one of my favorites in my collection. If I'm like, oh, I need a brown, I always know I can reach for the Milani ones. I can reach for this one and know that it's going to look good. Also, they have a really cool shade. What is this called? Oh man, Twilight or Fright? Something Fright. The sticker is peeled off, but I thought it was so neat they had a gray. You don't see that all the time in drugstore lipsticks, so a really fun shade. And again, it's just a really, really nice formula. The packaging's nice on these as well, so I do recommend these. Then in this lipstick holder here, we have a couple that I like. These Essence lipsticks. Essence really fell off, right, you guys? I feel like 3 years ago, they were kind of an affordable drugstore brand. And I mean, every once in a while, but I used to see full face of Essence, you know, best of Essence. Those type of YouTube videos were so popular, like from Juicy Jazz and people like that a few years ago, and I just don't really see them anymore. But I do love these lipsticks. These are all nude shades. So, I mean, really, if you're looking for a nude lipstick and you find these, then it's probably going to have the tone that you're looking for. These are semi-matte. So if full matte is not your thing, these are semi-matte. They are very comfortable. Here's what they look like. They kind of remind me, actually a little bit, I've got two in front of me, of a L'Oreal lipstick, just formula-wise. So those two actually, let me see, let me compare these two next to each other. In real time, I'm like, wait, do these look alike? A little bit different, but not too far off actually. So you can see that the Essence is a little bit shinier, so it's going to be less matte than this L'Oreal. So I think these are a great option if you're like, I don't want matte, but I don't want something too creamy, and you're looking for a nude, then you've got all these. I really like this shade Lovable right here. Is a really nice brown shade. And then let's see, I think Amazing, is another shade that I enjoy if I'm going for a pinky nude. This kind of reminds me of a Anastasia Beverly Hills, kind of a pillow talk sort of look, right? So really, really cheap, really, really nice. Again, I think one that's underrated. Now in this same holder, we have these Covergirl lipsticks, and these are going to be my example. These are the full spectrum, and then these are the Exhibitionist ultra matte. So I mean, they mean it, it's ultra matte, but I always say add a gloss. Don't let, if you really, really love like a color or something like a shade and you know, you're like, but it's matte, you can always add a glass on top. So I particularly though really love the full spectrum because of the interesting shades that they have. I really, really love these purples here. So we have Freak, Bossy, and actually Charms as well. Anytime I'm like, ooh, I need like a unique purple, these are what I reach for because you don't see shades like this all the time, especially in the drugstore. This is Bossy. It's kind of a blurple. And then actually this is more blurple. Freak. Actually, this one's kind of just real cool tone. This is gray, purple, blue. Bossy is more of the bright blurply pink. And then, what are you, Charms? Charms is like a deep magenta purple. So that's why I really like these. I also love Baby Bite. This is a fun, pretty, peachy shade. So yeah, I think that they're unique, different for drugstore, and these are actually pretty comfortable too. These are not as drying as those ultra matte Exhibitionist lipsticks, but I just really liked these two shades of the Exhibitionist. That's why I grabbed them. We have Soloist, and these are the tube shaped. And then we have All a Buzz. Ah! Okay. I hate when I open up a lipstick too fast and it just flies out, but here's All a Buzz. I've definitely used this quite a bit. It is, it's kind of in bad shape, but it was just a fun orangey red, which I like sometimes. Man, that flew right into the drawer of this vanity. It was barely open and that lipstick just flew right in there. Okay, so sticking with CoverGirl, these are excellent, and I cannot remember what they're called. The name is not on them, so I'll try to have it on the screen. But CoverGirl had sent these over, and I actually ended up liking these a lot. And the names, though, some of them don't really go with their shade. I think it was it Honest Berry, or was it, no, it was Brave Burgundy. Brave Burgundy is not very burgundy. It's definitely more of a terracotta shade. It's not burgundy, but it's still really, really pretty. What I like about these is they have these core moisture. It's kind of hard to see because the color has gone over, but before you use them, you just see that clear moisture core. And sometimes I think that's a little gimmicky. I'm like, oh, is it going to add that much moisture? It really, really does. These are very comfortable on the lips. They look a little bit shiny. It makes your lips look full. I find them very, very comfortable to wear. I do like all the shades, even if it doesn't completely go with the name. Elegant Nude is closer. This looks a little pinky. It's more nude than what it looks like here. Then we have Honest Berry. This one's, yeah, okay. That looks like Honest Berry to me. That's a good name for that one. And then, oh, Darling Mocha. I think this was my favorite shade. So really like these. I love, you know, this is if you're just a gloss girl and you're like, I wish I liked lipsticks, but they're just too drying, then I would recommend these for sure. Okay, now these are something a little bit different. These are from Profusion, and I do really like these. I'm including these, even though maybe these should be in a different video because they're lip stains, but they kind of go on more like a soft liquid lipstick. And I'll probably do, like I said, a separate video for lip oils. lip glosses. Maybe I'll put some more lip stains in that video if you guys want me to. But I'm including these because what I actually feel like these do more than anything is they go on, like I said, like kind of like a liquid lipstick, and then they turn into that kind of blurred, you know, Kaja type of lipstick where it's kind of moussey and it looks like you've been kissing. And actually it kind of reminds me of these Benefit ones. I've got some right in front of me. So these went kind of viral. They're real cute. I have 2 of them. I think the packaging's adorable, but honestly, this does the same thing and they're really inexpensive from Profusion. So I have 4 shades here: lychee glaze, raspberry glaze, peach glaze, and then blackberry glaze. So they go on with quite a bit of pigment, and then the way that they dry down, I didn't feel like they were as drying as some lip stains can be. What I really like to use lip stains for is to put on, stain the lips, and then put a gloss over it to seal it. That way you're still comfortable, but your gloss stays put better having something like a lip stain underneath it. So that's what I like to use them for. But I just wanted to show you guys because I feel like these are kind of a dupe for those Benefit ones and much cheaper. Now the very last one I want to show you guys, I love these. No one ever talks about them. They're not for everyone because they're a little bit more artistic and playful, but they are by Black Radiance. Actually, almost every lipstick or lip product in here is Black Radiance, except this is Oma Beauty and this is Sharon C, the Oma Beauty sister brand. These are the glosses by them, but what I want to talk about are these lip sculptors. And if you like fun colors, metallics, if you're an indie lipstick lover, which indie brand have more of the like holographic or like fun metallic-y bright shades, you'll love these. There's so many colors, but I'll show you why I love them so much. So here is the shape of these. Okay, so it comes in this point. I love them because they can be used to outline really easy with the point, or, you know, you can fill them in. You can do sort of an ombre look as well with them that way. So you could use that purple and then you could go in like with the pink. I use these every year for spooky season. There's so many colors that look spooky season to me. I mean, just these right here say spooky season, the purples and the bright pink. Then you have blues as well. This gold one is really fun to layer on top of like a red. Then you can make this, if you have a flat red matte lipstick and then you put this on top, then you've got your metallic red that's really fun for holidays. I think these are so fun. I found them about 3.5 years ago now, and I mean, I've never seen anyone talk about them. Not a single person. And I just think that they're so fun. My only downfall about these is they move around quite a bit. So they don't stay put really well. That's why I really like to use them for fun looks. Maybe it's not something I'm wearing all day long. Either it's something for socials that I'm doing, a collab, or if I was doing Halloween evening, I would wear something like this as well. Take it and just keep reapplying it. But I think that they are just a very underrated and fun drugstore lipstick. That is it, you guys. I mean, I have more, but I feel like these are really my favorites that I use either all the time or I never see anyone talk about. Let me know if you want me to do the gloss and lip oils version, and then if you want me to do the higher end as well. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping. Bye!